Hal, you're in there. There he is. Very briefly, I want to say a couple of things about Hal that I think, from my view, make him an entirely appropriate and deserving recipient of this award as a lifetime member and achiever within this division. First of all, it's always struck me that the Critical Criminology Division has been a home for a variety of alternative viewpoints, not simply an ideology, but a commitment to intellectual debate, critique, and a hope for a better world. And Hal, it seems to me, among the threads that have woven us together, has been one of the most important and colorful of those threads. And part of that, I think, is that certainly I share with Hal a certain anarchist orientation. In 1978, could it be that long ago, Hal wrote a piece on communist anarchism as an alternative to the rule of criminal law. Not a sure tenure track. So the courage it took to write that and the level of commitment to innovation and critical thinking beyond some of the usual parameters, I found deeply seductive and influential on my own thinking. So I think Hal's been a real, an irreplaceable part of who we've become over the past 20 or 30 years as a division. Speaking as sort of an anarchist, the second thing I want to say about Hal, having kept up with his work over the years, there have been a number of times where I've profoundly disagreed with what Hal has written, partly because he's not simply stuck to his previous work. He has been willing to challenge himself as much as to challenge others. And there have been times in which I longed for the old Hal because the latest iteration of Hal I found less enjoyable. Yes, that was exactly the point. As you say, he did not quit being self-critical, nor daring in his willingness to take on issues that made some of us very uncomfortable. So Hal, thank you for making me uncomfortable. And the final thing I'll say is that it seems to me Hal is in the embodiment of the notion that kindness and courage are not mutually exclusive. And that when those two come together, you get one hell of a critical criminologist.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, two paragraphs of a message from Hal, and then I'm headed for the bar. I don't know where you are. What have I achieved in a lifetime? That's about as heavy a question as one faces on retirement. The fact that people in the Critical Crim Division of the ASC are giving me an award for my own lifetime achievement gives me pause and does me genuine honor. I think the best respect I can give them back is to send a message about how I view my own achievement. I have a span of 9 hours today when I don't have to speak to another human being. I'm cloistered. I want to tell those who have given me this award what lifetime achievement happens to mean to me. One lesson life has so far taught me is that what works for me today will change tomorrow. That is why, so long ago, I began my recovery from elite legal training by renouncing the premise that I could solve any social problem by engineering. My mentor, Richard Quinney, helped me turn my focus to the quality of my day-to-day interactions, of how they offered me in my daily relations a greater sense of security, trust, safety, or not. I have come to forgive myself for having no solutions to human problems, no recipes for success. Instead, I have come to believe that my own social security is, miraculously, enhanced by attending to the quality of my relations moment by moment. I call this a peacemaking attitude. My best evidence is that it has worked for me and for so many others I have known. As my Norwegian mentor, Bridget Brock-Utney, has written, I don't want to increase anyone's share of the pie. I think greater personal and social security turns out to rest on changing the power over others recipe of the social pie. Our thanks to you, Hal. Please feel free Awardee to come congratulate him on the phone here in front of the room. Can we have all the award recipients up for a photo, please? All the award recipients.
Hey, we got that all on I like the last part, you know, not to stick power over orders, but to stick to London. Good work now, stick it up. You ain't retired, you know. I think that's some more solutions to you. That's it.
One more.